Hey, are you an anxious artist like me? Afraid to start because you can never be prepared enough, have high enough skills, or researched enough to execute the projects in your mind? Or maybe you never have the correct supplies and materials for your vision, or you're always out of time, energy, passion. There's a pain in my gut just thinking about starting a project because I feel like it's doomed to fail before I even begin, so why waste the time, the energy, the supplies in the first place? Well, that sounds like your inner critic who's blurting self-sabotaging excuses, running amok internally, blocking you from doing the thing. And for many years it always wins, but not today, because I'm choosing to listen to a different voice, a voice of care and concern, of patience, of support, of love. Everything opposite of the cold, mean, judgmental, belittling criticizer that is the inner critic. An amalgamation of all the mean or fear-based things said to you in your memories compiled into a persona that is now a part of you. And because it's a part of you, you must also show it love and care. This new voice is what you'll use to reparent yourself in the ways that nurtures and supports your self-esteem and dreams in the way that you never had someone do for you before. And to talk to yourself in this new way, you must think of your inner child. And as the inner critic is blabbing about how this ain't good enough, you won't amount to much, you should give up, whatever mean things you tell yourself. And picture them just shouting that at your inner child. And as the child is cowering and deflated, how would you react to this obvious bully? Will you mediate? Hey, back off, man, she's doing great. Reaffirm all the good things you've done for the day. Hey, I commend you for practicing your passion. Not many people do. You are just starting out again, and there's already so much good in this piece. We gotta learn some basics again, like perspective and anatomy. But dang, these designs got so much potential, and the color choices are great. We can only keep improving from here. And as that nagging voice chimes in, you let this new voice zip them up like, hey, back off. And as you do your thing with this protector to back you up and support you, the more you can push through and finish, even as the inner critic babbles. And when you're done, the inner critic will have their 2 cents to put in. And this is when you can practice taking in criticism. Not all criticism is good or valid, and you need to discern which ones to take and to leave. Because there's constructive criticism and just mean, pointless criticism. For instance, if the voice is just saying, this sucks, this is just terrible, you're terrible, you can just ignore those, like, oh, this ain't for you then, and that's okay. But if it's shouting about how the anatomy's off, the shading's no good, the colors could be better, then you can respectfully say, I guess it could use some work in that area, and then work to improve on those things in the next project. But the more you finish projects despite the voice trying to tear you down and saying you'll never finish like you always don't, so let's go do more comfort-based things like doom scrolling. The more you've proven yourself capable of executing and follow through, and that makes the voice a liar. Because we usually prove it right with all our unfinished projects, or ones we're even too afraid to start. But as you complete things and they start to improve, it's like you're showing this inner critic, hey, we can actually do the thing. Perhaps they'll scoff at first, like, okay, you got one thing done out of how many projects? Nothing's gonna come out of it. Then you keep improving with every project and getting faster and doing more. Eventually the voice will start either being like, that isn't too bad, maybe we can do this, or realizing its words are not affecting you as much anymore, it'll get quieter and more insignificant. Or at least that's what I assume will happen. I have yet to conquer my inner voice.